the finest phrase makers in Shakespeare, Rudyard Kipling had the ability to string together words in a way that captures the imagination. In the years after his death in 1936, though Rudyard Kipling's reputation suffered to such an extent that his works began to be neglected.
This was a fall from grace for a writer who had become the first English language winner of the Nobel Prize in Literature less than 30 years earlier.
Kipling's inventiveness with language is most evident in his children's stories. For example, in the set of tales known as the Jungle Book, he used real Hindustani words for the names of his animal characters along with his own word creations.
Some of Kipling's words have even become terms of common usage in the Jungle stories. For example, Kipling introduced the word squiggly, which can now be found in any good dictionary.
Aside from the playful language, Kipling's story themselves have continued to endure. The Jungle Book is a timeless classic that includes a story about Mowgli, a boy raised in the jungle of India by wolf. Mowgli becomes a revealed leader of the bears, monkey, and other animals after he kills the evil tiger Shere Khan.
Despite being disliked for a period in the mid-20th century, Kipling's works now have a special position in English literature. His greatest novel, Kim Now, tells the story of an Irish orphan who lives on the streets of Lahore and then gets caught up in a political conflict between Russia and Britain.
The novel has been criticized as embarrassingly imperialist in tone, even though it shows sensitivity to Indian culture.
Kipling's negative reputation after his death comes largely from his political views, for he was a firm supporter of colonialism. His most controversial work, the poem The White Man's Burden, was written in 1899.
It refers to the American colonization of the Philippines. Philippine culture take up the white man burden and send forth the best young men to serve your captives. Need is seen by many as deeply racist.
Always voted by Britons as their best love poem, Kipling's If is also open to interpretation. Its meaning is commonly taken to be encouragement from the father to the son. However, it was actually an ode to Linda Starr Jameson, who led a failed attack against the South African Republic that led to the Second Boer War.
Despite the accusation of racism that have been leveled against Kipling, it's clear that he had always felt a great love for India, where he was born in 1865.
In his autobiography, published after his death in 1936, Kipling wrote that his earliest memories are of a paradise of light and color and golden and purple fruits at the level of my shoulder.
After moving to England when he was 6 years old and living there unhappily for much of his youth, Kipling returned to India to start a career as a journalist.
It was during this time that he began to publish his first short story about British soldiers, as well as poetry and children's fiction. Because of these experiences, it is unsurprising that colonialism plays such a big role in Kipling's life and work.
To this day, opinions remain divided as to Kipling's morals. While the general public fell in love with his works for their infectious rise, working class vernacular and jingoism, critics derided them for the same reasons, like him or hated him love. You can ignore that Rudyard Kipling had a way with words.